Hi guys, welcome to ScentFolio. Thank you for tuning in. So these are 3 different cologne houses trying, or actually have cologne, one of the 3 best lines from the house of INITIO. So let's get into this. INITIO is a brand that I've used a couple of fragrances from INITIO perfumes. To me, I can tell that I am wearing an INITIO, any kind of a version, any kind of a fragrance from INITIO. I can just tell right off the bat because the way it makes you feel. Let's put it just this way, simple. It creates a bubble around you. The blend, the smoothness, the mixture, the blend of multiple notes is just so smooth, and transition from note to note is extremely smooth, and it's more like a soothing scent. You get whiffs, and the beautiful thing is you don't get a whiff of one particular note. You get a combination of notes in a whiff. So either almond is, handshaking with vanilla, either amber is handshaking with oud, florals, beautiful florals. This house, I don't think is a beastly or a heavy hitter in terms of their notes, in terms of their concentration, although it is most, like all these perfumes from INITIO are other parfums as far as I know, but these are not heavy hitters. They're not hard on your head, no headaches, no trappy, congested, suffocated kind of feeling. No. It's beautiful, it's alluring, it's smoothing, it's enticing. So it creates a bubble. You go get those whiffs every now and then, and you pick up on something, and it's kind of like I smell something from this side, and I smell something from this side. It's just that kind of a beautiful feeling that INITIO perfumes gives you. So first off, we have from the house of Lattafa, cologning INITIO's Atomic Rose. Now this version of Lattafa is Badee Oud, and the English name for this is Amythest, which is just right there in the bottom. And now obviously we see the presentation here. Nice exclusive packaging, high quality bottle here, pretty heavy, pretty dense. We got some matte finish purple look up on top, Lattafa logo right there. Got a bit of details here at the back with this gold plate, and we got some Lattafa logo back there with some designing, pretty much. Now this is like a pretty famous design like going on every other cologne, but now this does the job. Badee Oud and Amythest right there at the bottom there. So let's get this presentation out of the way. Now this is cologning Atomic Rose. For the Middle Easterns, for even South Asians, this is not a new or rare fragrance. This is something that we've been smelling since ages, because one, it has oud, the other, it has a rose. Now this is a lethal combination that you'll find in our houses, and it's kind of like holy notes to us, referencing to the holy destinations that we have of Islam, the Mecca and Medina. So these two, this beautiful combination of these 2 notes are used in ethers, which are the high concentrations oils that we use, and it's also used for washing out the cloth of Kaaba, the holy Kaaba, and it's also used because these are antiseptic and anti-detergent qualities, these two notes, especially the oud. But to complement something with oud, usually it's rose. And rose water also has a lot of significance historically in pretty much many religions, and oud combining with rose water. Anyways, but this is more to it in terms of having a more modern take of rose and oud. So this here in this particular, well, although it is a cologne, it is an inspiration of Atomic Rose, but I'm basically focused on this fragrance, which I have in my hand, and talking about these notes and quality stuff here. What you see is what you get. So where we're talking about rose, obviously, oud, beautiful combination, but then we're talking about some warm spices, then we're talking about some amber, we're talking about some vanilla, we are talking about some floral, some powderiness. So this is something which is kind of like hand in hand, well grounded, with a bit of powder, as I said, a bit of florals, not just rose. The overall combination, the overall bubble of this scent profile is just amazing. It's mesmerizing, not only limited to the Middle Eastern or South Asian community, but this is way standing more on a global level, pretty much, you know, hitting everyone in a beautiful, mesmerizing way. Notes, I'm gonna quickly go over this. I won't be getting into the notes into much of the details because we're covering 3 fragrances here. Right on top we have pink pepper, amazing note, very rare but very nice, spicy, like, you know, I would say bergamot of spices, let's put it that way. Has a good, you know, tingling feeling, you know, into that pepper note. Again, pink pepper, bergamot makes sense because it is fresh and spicy at the same time. Middle notes, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose. I've got 2 rose notes, Turkish rose and Bulgarian rose, and, you know, with jasmine. So here we're talking about 3 florals. Base notes, oud, amber, and vanilla. Dry down is powdery, it's vanillish, it's amberyish, and it's amazing. The overall, the life of the scent is easy 7 to 8, even more. But this is on a pretty, you know, safe, in a pretty less estimated life that I'm talking about, depending on the sprays that you do. I don't do this more than 3 sprays, to be honest, and I would suggest to stick with 3 only because of the reason of, you know, enjoying that smoothness. Might as well just keep that in control. So, but yeah, amazing scent, must keeper. Again, I haven't tried the OG, but I've tested in a decant, in those 5 ml testers that I ordered, and I finished that off. And then again, after that, I was able to get this, and I'm a happy man because I know this is like 90 to 95% similar to the OG. Again, a good buy, a good blend from Lattafa. Don't miss this out. Have this in your collection if you can. It's like, what, 30-40 bucks. It's worth the investment, and you will use this from time to time, and you'll notice that frequency will start increasing. Next we have INITIO. How can we miss this out? INITIO's Oud for Greatness Cologne. And since we're talking about the best of the best colognes, we've tried coloning this scent profile is none other than Afnan Supremacy line, Supremacy in Oud. A beautiful copper metal bottle here with quite some details here at the bottom, details on the cap, nice details. This logo, beautiful looking, bronze, copperish. You know, I love the feel of this bottle. This is a pure beauty. I love their overall presentation. It comes in a, you know, a pretty decent box, like huge box, and well presented. It has some a bit of a, I'm not sure if I can pull the find a box, but anyways, yeah, excellent presentation, excellent juice quality. Lattafa has also tried playing around with the oud, you know, with the notes of oud of greatness as oud of glory. That is good too. I mean, don't get me wrong, until this was out, and you know, this is more smoother version, I would say, more dense and more a bit smoky at the same time, just like the way they did with the Creed Amythest. It just made it more mature, more dense, more bit smoky, but a bit more dark and smooth at the same time. So this guy is again warm, spicy. It's a beautiful scent. If we talk about the oud of greatness itself by INITIO, again, beautiful scent, warm, spicy, earthy, tobacco-ish, leatherish. Then we have metallic at the same time. And then we've got few, you know, other notes of musk and patchouli. What else? We'll get into the notes and the details of this, but yes, oud for greatness, you cannot go wrong. It's not just Middle Eastern. I would say now it's pretty much global. That profile, that oudiness is pretty dense. Well, you know what? It just, I think it puts all the other notes blended with oud is just forming a perfect harmony. It's a bit of everything. You get some leathery touches, you get some tobacco-ish feel to it, you get some fresh spiciness at the same time up on top. Lavender, patchouli working together amazingly. You got some metallic feel off from the scent. So yeah, a bit green, earthy at the same time. So this is done very well. Let's quickly get into the notes if we can. Okay, so here are saffron, top notes, saffron, nutmeg, and lavender. So we've got two florals with nutmeg. And then we've got, in the base, we've got oud. So basically, oud is something which is right there in the middle, also complementing the florals, the nutmeg, and the two florals, and also getting the patchouli, which is in the dry down, and musk. Musk here is pretty smooth, pretty dense, and a nice warm, kind of like earthy, warm musk. And yeah, again, all just is done well. This is good on longevity. This is, it has an amazing dry down. It has, again, as I said, it has that Middle Eastern touch or that regional touch. And then, but at the same time, it's not overkilling. It's not something, you know, extremely strong or, you know, heavy on the head. It's pretty smooth, pretty balanced, and it is one of the top sellers of INITIO. As we all know, oud for greatness is just, you know, it's a masterpiece, and absolutely there's no doubt on the fact, and Afnan has done a great job, better than Lattafa. That's why it's here on this list. Next up, what we have is one of my favorites from INITIO. Here it is. Have you heard about side effect? You're gonna have some nice after effects if you don't have, if you haven't heard about side effects. So this is after effect cloning side effect from INITIO Parfums. This is beautiful. This is smooth. This is dense. This is tobacco-ish. This is boozy. This is vanilla-ish, ambery. This is a perfect. This is love it first sniff. Again, I had to order this from Fragrance World. Beautiful bottle, pretty much It's the, similar to Atomic Rose. Again, purple matte finish there. Got extract parfum concentration right there. And then we've got a bit of a details here on the cap, similar stuff right at the bottom. And yeah, so this is After Effect written right there. Again, had to order this from Fragrance World. I couldn't find their hair in the GTA or in Canada. Obviously, if you guys know of any distributor, as I said earlier, please let me know. And then again, well, I got this last year. This was the only bottle that I got last year, so again, I had to pay $40 just for the postage. But it is worth it. Initios starting from $450 to $500. Better to pay $100 than that kind of an amount. But what I got is priceless. This is a beautiful scent, very dense, very warm. Again, I would say perfect for fall, winter, springtime. For indoors, go for it. Doesn't really matter as long as you've got a controlled environment or a climate, temperature controlled climate. Go for it. This is love. This is, I would say, this is a perfect date night, romantic, situational scent. It again creates a similar bubble, gives a bit of everything, ambery, vanilla, tobacco. I think there is let me think of, or actually let's get into the boozy note. I just want to double check what we have here. And also the notes. So here we go with the side effect. Rum. Okay, so got vanilla, got rum, tobacco. It's warm, spicy. It is sweet, but not overly sweet at all. It is smoky though at the same time, because I find it, I don't see it here in the notes. So it's warm, spicy. Cinnamon plays a good role here, by the way, but not overly loud, not overly, spiced up. More on the woodier side. So let's put it that way. And more powderiness here in the dry down is just amazing, because that's keeping the warm spices and the woody notes well grounded. And again, it forms a beautiful bubble around you. You enjoy this. Every whiff is so smooth and dense, and yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with these notes, man. Like it's just a success, kind of like a formula, would I say. So you've got rum. We don't have much notes here. It's just a beautiful blend of rum, vanilla, tobacco, cinnamon. That is it, guys, and you'll love these guys. These 4 bangers from the House of INITIO. I think we're lucky enough to afford this. In one frame, having all this together is not less than being lucky. Trust me, this is what, $500 each, like more than $2,000, including taxes, just for you to smell good. Anyway, that's funny. It is, it's an amazing addition to the fragrance community. I just think positively, although these are colognes, but I guess we all need these kind of stuff at some point of time. But yeah, and it's the fragrance, it's the smell, it's the combination, it's the smoothness, it's the overall experience of having this. And next up, what we have is, again, a beautiful blend here, which is the Musk Therapy, as we call it, from INITIO. But this guy is, again, a cologne, a beautiful masterpiece, again done by Fragrance World. Look at this white bottle, this musky bottle with a bit of details here on the cap. Pretty much the same thing, similar plate down there, and the universal design that we see on tons of new bottles right there. And this is called Glorious Oud Royal Blanc. Now this is, again, as I said, a beautiful clone of the Musk Therapy. I did a full day wear of this guy day before yesterday, and I was rocking. We've gotten some nice weather coming down in Toronto, springy, summery, you know, kind of like a blend, and it was hot, I would say. So this guy was actually rocking in this springy, summery weather. So the earlier day before yesterday, I was out on the, you know, pretty much all day, and I, you know, purposely wore this just so that I could test this out and see how my day goes and how this goes and how this follows me, and this was rocking. Perfect unisex scent to begin with. Beautiful opening, citrusy, a bit fresh, not overly sweet at all, pretty smooth, and it's a double musk fragrance. And the florals used in this is just so balanced and smooth. Again, smooth is the best word to describe this guy overall with whatever it is there to offer. So yeah, again, some citruses on top, followed by some florals, and it doesn't have tons of notes there. We'll get into the notes just in a bit, but the overall scent profile is just very smooth and extremely mesmerizing. So do not miss this out. You know, this is all to the boys and girls as well. This is a very safe, very inoffensive, beautiful, smooth musk. And then yeah, you guys gonna rock this guy. Get into this. Again, I don't really find the, you know, distributor here. I just got this from Frag. I had this ordered in about like 50-60 USD, but then I had to pay 40 bucks as postage just to get my nose on this guy. But worth the buy. And the reason why I just wanted to include this and talk about this guy is it is worth it. It's a beautiful, nice, smooth, a new best friend right across the new in the block. So let's put it that way. Get into this, guys, and let's get into the notes and further details and, you know, rock this guy. So you got white musk and musk. So you got two types of musk. The reason why it's musk therapy, I guess it's doing its job really right. Therapy. All right, then we've got 4 beautiful notes here. Blackcurrant, keeping that density alive. Bergamot, that citrusy opening. Mandarin orange, interesting zinginess with the musk. Magnolia. Then we've got white sandalwood, and then we've got hedoine. So a beautiful blend of flowers here, a beautiful blend of nice citruses, and a beautiful blend of 2 musks. So as simple as that. Everything is just so balanced. Everything is just not overly loud or overly beastly. Although this is a good, I would say, as I already said, it is concentrated. It's not going to leave you. It's not going nowhere until 6 to 7 hours easily. And it creates a beautiful bubble. Again, unisex for boys and girls, ladies and gents. Do not miss this out, especially in this spring and summer time. This weather, I think what we need is a musk therapy. What else I can talk about this guy? And yeah, let me know if you guys know any Fragrance World distributors or dealers here in Canada or Toronto. I've been trying to search them, but I couldn't find it. In the end of the day, I end up paying a pretty hefty amount of shipping. But now, since you know 2 of the Fragrance World clones from this video, and then there are a few more that I can talk about. There's a hardwood, amazing clone. I think there's one more, Maca Woods, amazing cologne. Tobacco Myth, amazing cologne. Fragrance World is not coming slow, and they are impressing every other with, you know, the community with every other release. So see, I will be doing reviews back to back, and make sure you guys subscribe. That's the only way I can actually get to see you more and talk about a lot of other golden gems coming out and make more reviews for you guys so you can make informed decisions, man. After all, it's spending hard-earned money, so might as well just point it out in the right direction and maybe club a few things up and maybe ship one time if we have to, from Oud Store, from the US to anywhere. And just because it, you know, you can save on the postage as you do it one time. So I'm a happy man with these guys. Let me know what other initial fragrances you guys are into. What do I need to put my nose on? I haven't tried much, but from the House of Initio, please let me know what is inspiring you, what is, you know, kind of like you guys are into, and what more colognes have you tested from the fragrance world. Let's start talking. Let's, you know, put up the conversation. Whatever it is, just bring it on. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.